Hey guys, Jobin here. Sorry I've been a little light on the content lately. Gonna try to do some catching up. What I have right here is a knife from Kizer Cutlery. This was lent to me by a very kind viewer because I didn't have any of my own yet, and after seeing this one, I might in the future because this is really, really nice. Kizer is one of the Chinese makers that is basically going mainstream. They are producing excellent quality stuff and are really sort of getting into the market, the field of the market and the style of the knife that's commonly occupied by stuff like zero tolerance and so forth. And so what we have here is framelock, titanium, over travel stop, some nice anodizing on it. I'll get a closer view of that later. G10 non-lock side with a nested liner. The blade is S35VN and it is beautifully ground. It starts out good thick stock and it's thinned really nicely, so it's very slicey up close to the edge. Really good cutting performance, and let me see if I can get it to catch the light really nicely. If you look there, you see that the hollow grind stops out towards the tip so that there's a little bit more beef right at the end where a knife normally gets very fragile. It's a really, really nice grind. Opening is smooth and fast. There is currently a tiny bit of side-to-side play. I'm not sure if that's adjustable out. It has an unusual pivot screw, which I haven't figured out a way to mess with yet. The fit and finish on the knife is extremely good. Everything's fitted very nicely. Even with that little bit of side-to-side play in the open position, the blade doesn't wiggle enough in the closed position to touch the handle sides. That's good. Quite solid. A little oddity I noticed on this one, which I'm not sure if is standard, is the blade stop is a blind pin and it rotates a little bit and it spins in its hole. Maybe you can hear it kind of scraping there as I flick it. That's odd. Not a problem, I don't think, just a little unusual. There's likewise a little bit of wiggle here before the detent really stops it. It has a nice crisp detent. The wiggle, again, isn't a problem. It's just, a slightly unusual thing that I noticed as I was checking the knife out. Another example, actually, here. Probably going to be able to hold it steadier if I zoom in. Also, you can see this cool anodizing job. Really nice finish, even down in here at the relief for the lock bar. Really nicely centered. Nice chamfered edges. Nice lockup. I feel like I'm saying nice a lot because this is a really nice knife. And the thing that kind of blew my mind is I was sent this thing and I didn't really know anything about Kizer Cutlery. I mean, I'd heard the name, I'd seen pictures of a few of the knives, but I handled this and I gotta tell you, I was kind of expecting it to be maybe close to a $200 knife. Maybe $175. If you told me this knife cost $175, I would have been like, well, yeah, okay. For these materials, this design, this fit and finish, all right. That's like zero tolerance range, or a little cheaper maybe, but up there. this knife, or an almost identical model, what might be like the next generation of it, is about $100. And like I said, I'd say sort of their competition is stuff like ZT. Here's my old 560. These have come down in price a little bit, but this is still a $200 knife. This is a $100 knife. You know, not identical designs. The 560's a little chunkier, a little bigger, but similar materials, similar build style. And we're looking at half the cost for the Kizer. I am really impressed by that. The fit and finish is at least as good, possibly better than ZT's. I am very, very interested in this company now. You know, I'm not even saying that as somebody who's necessarily going to be selling their products. I mean, I do retail knives, but Kizer's mainstream enough. They're on like Blade HQ and stuff. I'm not sure if it's going to end up being worthwhile for me to start retailing them and trying to compete with like Knife Center. But seriously, guys, if you want something like this, high-end blade steel, titanium frame lock, good fit and finish, some nice stylistic touches like anodizing and so forth, this is good stuff. I definitely check them out. They should be near the top of your list if you're looking for a knife that's even close to this style. Alright guys, that's it. Jobin signing off saying, remember where your knife is.